Welcome to Niseko Powder Secrets. Have you ever wondered why Niseko became the #1 powder destination in the world? I know, you're thinking, hello? The snow, the quality and sheer quantity of powder, obviously. What kind of a question is that? Yes, that's true, for sure. But there are bigger mountains in Japan that receive tons of powder as well. Many ski resort operators all over Japan have asked themselves, why Niseko? In this video, we're going to reveal the reason, uncovering the secret that's hidden in plain sight. And that secret is the Niseko Rules. Continue watching as we explain how the Niseko Rules came to be, and how you can make the best use of them to plan your ultimate Niseko powder experience. Long before it became a global destination, people from all over Japan flocked to Niseko to enjoy its deep and fluffy powder. As more people ventured out to the backcountry though, avalanche accidents became more frequent. It wasn't long until Niseko became the deadliest ski resort in Japan. How to solve this problem? The Hokkaido authorities pushed for banning backcountry access from the resorts altogether. Resort operators were also leaning that way. Enter Akiya Shinya, the founder of the Niseko Avalanche Institute. He argued that banning backcountry access would be futile. People come to Niseko for the powder. There will always be powder chasers disobeying the rules and going out anyway. Accidents will continue to happen. Let's come up with a solution that is acceptable to all stakeholders. One that respects and accommodates visitors' never-ending desire for seeking fresh powder in the backcountry, while at the same time mitigating the risks. Mr. Shinya then proposed a groundbreaking idea: controlled backcountry access through gates. Only open when the risks are acceptable, these gates would allow powder hounds to get their fix without putting themselves in undue danger. It took some convincing, but by 2001 the Niseko Rules were officially rolled out, a pioneering move in Japan. Fast forward to today. Despite Niseko's meteoric rise to global powder mecca status, avalanche incidents haven't spiked. In fact, accidents are rare. It might seem miraculous, but it's a testament to the vision of Mr. Shinya and the diligence of Niseko Patrol. The Niseko Rules work. In a twist of irony, there are more accidents inbounds keeping patrol busy. Mr. Shinya is considered a legend in Niseko. There is a run in Hanazono called The Legend of Shinya, a fitting tribute to the man who made the ultimate Niseko powder experience possible for all of us. Respect. In fact, respect, or mutual respect, is the guiding principle that forms the foundation of the Niseko Rules. The Niseko community respects your freedom to ride in the backcountry. In return, you should respect the rules that strive to keep you safe. So what are the Niseko Rules? Rule number 1. You're only allowed to enter the backcountry areas through the gates. There are 11 of them in total. Rule number 2. When the gates are closed, the backcountry is closed. Live today to ride another day. Rule number 3. Do not duck under and cross boundary ropes, which makes sense, given rule number 1. It makes even more sense in connection with rule number 4, which says, never enter off-limits areas at any time. There are 2 strictly off-limits areas. The first one is Harunotaki between Hirafu and Niseko Village. The second one is Yunosawa between Niseko Village and Anupuri. Both are death traps. Violators entering these 2 off-limits zones have paid the ultimate price. Just don't go. It's not worth it. If caught breaking the rules, patrol might not just confiscate your lift pass but also ban you from the resorts. Rule number 5. Everyone skiing, snowboarding in backcountry areas should wear a helmet and carry an avalanche beacon. This is common sense stuff. For those of you not carrying beacons, consider this. If you get caught and buried by an avalanche, how are people going to find you and dig you out? Rule number 6. Elementary school children are not allowed in backcountry areas unless accompanied by an elder companion. Parents, you know best. Complementary to the Niseko Rules is the daily Avalanche Report. From December to April, it is the go-to source of information on the weather conditions, snowpack analysis, the avalanche risks, which gates are a go, what to look out for and be cautious about. Available not only online but also at the gates, and placed all around Niseko, the Avalanche Report is an invaluable resource for everyone hitting the slopes and going out the gates. Here's the thing, if you read the report carefully, you'll notice that some names of places appear over and over. Here are some snippets from the reports. The avalanche risk remains high in the Kozan no Sawa, Back Bowl, Osawa, Anupuri Bowl, Higashione, East Ridge areas. Evaluating from observations and weather data, the snowdrifts are stabilizing and the avalanche risk is lowering. However, risk will remain high all day in Kozan, Nosawa, Back Bowl, and Osawa, Anupuri Bowl. Most gates are scheduled to open. The East Ridge, Higashioni cornice has grown massively. Do not go near it. Beware the cracks around 1,200 meters on the East Ridge. The avalanche danger continues on Osawa cornice slope and Back Bowl sidewall. The key to unlocking the full value that the Avalanche Report provides is knowing the names of the places it frequently mentions. And this is the map that shows where those places are, hence secrets hidden in plain sight. You might have seen it, many times in fact. It's the one in the Niseko Rules leaflet. It's available online and you can see it at every gate and everywhere else where the Avalanche Report is posted. The map shows the locations of all gates. There are 11 of them in total, and if you study the map up close, you'll find that all the places the Avalanche Report mentions are there. This map is a treasure trove, however, it is also a topographical map. Even if you've learned how to read one, long time ago, it's difficult to visualize the mountain unless you've seen all sides of it many times. So let's use 3D technology, the FatMap app, to see where they are. The most important gate is G3, or the Peak Gate. This is East Face. This ridge is Higashion or East Ridge. The Higashioni cornice is here. Note that even if the G3 is closed, you could traverse over from G4. This is easy if you're a skier. From G5, you'll be able to enter this area. East Face, Higashioni, North Face, West Face, Back Bowl, Kozan, Nosawa, Osawa. This is the Back Bowl or Kozan, Nosawa. This ridge here is the West Ridge. There's usually a big cornice here. This is Makari Bowl. If you're returning from Moiwa G6 or Goshiki Onsen, you will end up here. This is Osawa Bowl. The gate for entering this bowl is G2 at the top of Anupuri. If you're going to traverse the bowl to ride the other side, or if you're going over to the Back Bowl area, you need to start here. You can enter Osawa Bowl tree sections from gates 1 and 8. Just don't go all the way to the valley bottom. There's a river or creek running under the snow. The valley bottom looks like a natural half-pipe and could be fun, but be cautious about the dangers. To reiterate, the Back Bowl, Osawa Bowl, and Higashioni cornice are the most frequently mentioned places in the Avalanche Report, so make sure you know their locations. Also, if you want to know how to find and ride the best powder runs from the peak, there is a video for that on this channel. Check it out later. Remember, once you walk past the gates, you're leaving the resort and stepping into the wild, at your own risk. You're on your own. But the reality is, no matter how prepared you are, you might still get unlucky. Accidents happen. That's life. This is why you should have the emergency numbers listed on the Niseko Rules leaflet on your phone. Alright, we've covered a ton, equipping you with the know-how to decipher the avalanche reports and heed patrol's advice. You're now primed for the ultimate Niseko powder experience. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like. Have an epic day.